Hey, this is Gustav from the Coochie Mangoes, and this is our little behind the scenes video that we promised to make after finding out which of our songs from this album, Afrotropism, was the one you wanted to hear about. And as a matter of fact, two songs made it to the top of that list, and we've chosen one of them. It's Keep You Safe, that I'm going to tell you a little bit about today. First of all, can I just say that when we wrote this song, we really wanted to create a piece of music that could be about having a sanctuary in your life, having somewhere where you feel safe. Because we were talking about it and going back and forth on how seems to be a kind of a really fundamental thing for us human beings in order to be able to function normally, is to have a sanctuary, a place where we feel safe. Of course, that's where the title Keep You Safe comes from. And the song starts, let me just take you over here. It starts like this, with a choir of trombones playing the main kind of melody. It sounds like this. So as you can see, looking here, we've got like many trombones. We've got a whole choir of them actually, and with harmony parts and vocoder parts and all kinds of weird stuff going on to make this kind of big sound. Now, after having set that mood, we start the rhythm part off with these beautiful percussion parts played on the Cuban drums by Magnus. So let me just play these for you. They sound absolutely stunning. So this kind of sets the rhythm going, and got some more rhythmical stuff that comes in, because we need to balance that kind of really soft and beautiful melody with something that had a bit more movement. So this is how Magnus came up with a rhythm part. And also we've got some more instruments on there. Let me just play some of that for you, because listen to this. We've got some guitars going on. I want to show you this instrument that my friend Abubakar Konate from Burkina Faso made for me. It's a ngoni from Burkina Faso, and so you can hear this small rhythmic part. Let me see if I can actually play it right now. I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. And so on. So let me just show you what that ended up sounding like. And then we've got the guitar joining in. Some more stuff. To create this atmosphere of warmth and well-being, I guess you could say. Right, so then again, I guess you could say that the piece takes a bit of a turn when we get to the B part, which is this sort of haunting melody played by Michael's soaring alto saxophone with a lot of effects on. Let me just see if I can find the exact spot here. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to balance this acoustic feeling of the live instruments with this electronic sound from effects on the horns, and of course the synthesizers that if you listen to the track, you can really hear them kind of making a big entrance in the middle section, where this is something that's completely new for Afrotropism. We've never used synthesizers, well, almost never used synthesizers on our previous albums, but Johannes, our incredible keyboard player, has a huge collection of vintage keyboards, and just listen to the sound of this beautiful Juno keyboard. I'm going to just solo that up for you now. It's this shimmering kind of sound for the middle, kind of really orchestral part of the song. Now here we've got another one coming in. So this is obviously a sound that's really not common for us in the Kutimangoes at all. It's completely new, and we wanted to introduce this sound while balancing it with the acoustic instruments. So this is underneath all this synthesizer. We've got this massive collection of, just have a look at the screen here, a massive collection of horn parts, like what, 20 tracks maybe or something like that. So let me just play some of that for you too. So this is just a horn that's playing now, and you can hear us doing all sorts of movement and all sorts of trills and so on. So of course this adds some movement and to this really kind of pretty dark middle section. Yeah. Okay, so the last thing is then of course the song goes back into the theme again after that, with even more effects on the saxophone and almost kind of I guess you could say kind of an 80s pop saxophone vibe. This is also something completely new to us, of course, but we think it's really fun to mix these elements and create our new sound. So let me just play this little lovely part that didn't actually make it onto the album. This is Johannes playing the theme on the keyboard, just all by himself, completely solo. And I'm just going to have a sip of coffee while we listen to that, and you can just enjoy the sound of his beautiful Fender Rhodes. Here it goes. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that. Head over and have a listen to the whole track wherever you listen to music, or visit our web store, of course, if you haven't got our album yet. And then I think all that remains to be said is stay safe, have a lovely holiday, everyone. And of course, this is also what the holidays is about, keeping each other safe. Yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.